Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Oha Kate, I'm a composer, and today we're going to be reacting to Max Changmin and Hyunwoo Hybrid. This was a request by one of my patrons, Kyungsu Sings, thank you so much. And they have provided me a little bit of context on this song. Hyunwoo is the lead singer of the South Korean rock group Gukastan from early 2000s. Cool. I'm familiar with Max from his work in TVXQ and also some of his solo work, so I'm quite familiar with him, but I've never heard of Hyunwoo, so this should be interesting. Before I get into the video, I'd like to happily announce that I have made the YouTube partner program, which means that I can now accept memberships. So there's a few different tiers with various benefits if you'd like to support the channel and influence the content that appears on my channel. You can also feel free to join my Patreon or submit a one-time request, and the links for those will be in the description. But without further ado, let's get into this track and see what's going on. Very atmospheric, spiritual vibes. Very intimate. Very large sound, large rock sound. I like those harmonies. Ooh. Okay, cool. This is a really interesting vibe. It is a rock ballad. There's definitely like a soulful element to this song. You can hear a little bit of piano in the background there with very like empowering chords. The way that empowering atmosphere is created is because, well, the song is primarily in a minor key, but it does use a lot of unexpected major chords, as in happy chords, to blend in a little bit of lightness with the darker tone. Their voices go very well together. Hyunwoo's voice is very unique. I haven't heard a voice like his in a while. His vibrato is very vibrational. It's a very active vibrato. It's almost like this shaking, sizzling voice, as opposed to Max's tone, which is a little bit clearer and straight. But Hyunwoo, you can tell that, you know, he is the vocalist of a rock group where there's a little bit more vibrato and grit in his voice. There's some really great vocal melodies in this song. So far, you know, it's interesting. It almost reminds me of the song Hero by Nickelback for the Spider-Man soundtrack. That's sort of where my mind is going. Haven't heard this style since like around Nickelback. It's sort of a mainstream rock style. It's interesting. It wouldn't entirely be my vibe, but I can certainly appreciate it. Usually when I go for rock music, I prefer it to go in a very heavy direction or in a very light direction. And this is sort of sits in the middle of the road for me. It feels a little bit generic and safe. That's why it wouldn't be like my personal taste, but I can certainly appreciate the appeal of a song like this. It's interesting that the Nickelback song I mentioned was also part of a soundtrack, because I'm getting these interesting family scenes in the video, and I'm wondering if that is just part of the story of the music video or if that is related to some sort of film that the song was written for. I'd probably say my favorite part of the song so far was that post-chorus section with the harmonies and with some different interesting lead vocal parts from both vocalists.
Experience you, cause troubles you. Open your eyes, look who's in front of you. 우리의 번쩍없는 뒤에 접힌 날개 펼치며 Hybrid 여기 높이 떠오르는 몸 Newborn 더욱 커진 울음소리로 날려버려 정백해진 네 때문에 알 수 없는 너만의 색으로 뜨거운
I guess the chorus is sort of catchy in its own way with that very steady da 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 da. It has a sort of empowering tone to it, although for me it's a little bit too repetitive. It borders on trudging rather than empowering. I think what the song is going for is a sort of empowering, sort of forward stomp, like a da da, and I can get that. But I think I prefer something that sounds a little bit more urgent. What I will say also is that so far between the two singers, I kind of prefer Changmin's parts. I think Hyunwoo, his voice, it sounds good, but it's weird because I almost feel like his voice is too powerful for a song like this. I really think a voice like his would be complemented more by busier and louder instrumentation. He really dominates the space with his voice, where Changmin's, it blends in a little bit more compared to his.
빛에 벗겨진 허물을 두 발로 밟고 일어나 앞이 보이지 않아 숙였던 고개를 들어 걸어가 눈앞에 보여지는 모든 걸 삼켜버려 너를 닮은 블랙홀처럼 터져버릴 것 같아 찬란하게 눈부셔 너를 품은 galaxy change your world oh yeah 하긴 하늘 높이 움켜쥔 두 손 일번 가진 숨을 깊이 들이켜 세워버려 닿는 모든 것들을 선명해진 우리의 색으로 change your world oh yeah it's gonna limit oh yeah again and again and again oh it's gonna limit oh it's gonna limit oh it's gonna limit oh it's gonna limit
Great run. Cool. It was all a dream. All right, I really liked the finale there, where they were both showing off their vocals. I kind of want to go back and hear just that final couple bars again, because that was quite cool. I really like that part. Those runs were spectacular. Both singers just killed it. Amazing vocal performances all around. I like how the final choruses were structured in a way where sometimes it was Max in the lead with Hyunwoo at the sides doing the background harmonies, and then the sides were switched where Hyunwoo was in the center and then Changmin was on the sides. And then towards the end, it was a really nice blend of both their performances. Extremely powerful stuff, gorgeous. Again, the song is not really to my taste. Just the general vibe of it and everything. I think the song relied too much on their creativity as ad-libbers, but the actual melodies that are written down on the sheet music for their voices are just not that interesting or not that strong. Again, like we had that trudging da 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 da, which is fine, but for a long ballad like this, it doesn't give me enough movement. Really, the strength of this song was the vocalists. This song is lucky to have these vocalists to give it life, and maybe that was the mistake of the songwriters. Is like, listen, these singers are insane anyway. It doesn't really matter how the song is written; they're gonna elevate it, no problem. And that's exactly what happened. So to summarize, not crazy about the song, but it was very well produced. I can definitely see the appeal of it. It does have a sort of a mainstream, quite a safe appeal, and the vocalists were outstanding. As expected, I'm glad to hear Hyunwoo for the first time in this song. It was quite a treat to hear his voice. Again, I would be very interested to hear him in a more heavy rock-oriented style rather than this ballad format where he really, like, in my opinion, overpowers the music a little bit. He doesn't really like to show a lot of restraint, I can tell, even in the initial verses. Like, compare Changmin's delicate delivery amongst the sparse instrumentation compared to Hyunwoo's approach on this part. Yeah, it's like it's just giving a little bit too much energy for the sparse instrumentation surrounding it. He's a very passionate singer. That's of course a good thing, but when it comes time to deliver what the song needs, my personal preference is just the way Max sang the song personally. And as for the video, it was interesting. There was definitely some cool moments. I like how these outdoor shots are filmed. There was sort of this theme of marbles and stuff. Yeah, there's some weird ideas, weird concepts. These people are making a gesture that I don't quite understand. There's the marble. It's like the world is contained in this marble or something. Yeah, it's sort of this paranoid idea. I know at the end Max woke up from a dream, which makes sense. These are very dreamlike images. And there was one part that kind of made me giggle a little bit where he he ate it. Yeah. Alright. And I forgot about these animated parts, which I actually quite like. I think they go well with the music. Yeah, some beautiful intricate animation going on there. I think whatever symbolism and intended meaning will become clear once we hit the lyrics. So these lyrics are really interesting. I find it hard to get a grasp on them. I'm getting the sense that it's about the next step in human evolution, the next step in science, in faith, perhaps some kind of religion. But I'm getting like the imagery of like humans eventually having to become some sort of cyborgs, a new existence where we integrate seamlessly with science and a new discovery of some sort. I know that sounds vague, but it's as vague as the lyrics are, in my opinion. So that's why I can't really be too specific about it. And I think what hybrid means is how humans will be in like a hybrid state with machines. That's what I'm guessing. Hybrid, our bodies be levitating, newborn, with an even louder cry, throw out that pale, drained faith with your own strange colors. Throw out that pale, drained faith sounds to me like a takedown of religion, potentially, in favor of science. There's this line, this is a storm we'll have to face, so we might as well jump in, as in, like, science is going to go where it's going to go. You can't fight technology. That's the natural evolution of humanity. Just jump in, don't resist it, and accept it. There's these lines that say, like, in this mixed up new order, that sort of could be giving a little bit of Illuminati, you know, the New World Order, which would tie in with the paranoia that I got from the music video, and especially the bridge. Pull in everything your eyes fall upon. You are the event horizon in the black hole. Dazzling, blinding, going supernova, the galaxy spins around you, change your world. That reads to me as a sort of celebration of where we're going. It's sort of the unknown, excitement of the unknown. Yeah, so I would say this song, it reads to me as a sort of celebration of science and evolution. Maybe a little bit of caution with that, you know, with the paranoia and the Illuminati, and him waking up from a dazed dream. It's hard to say for sure, but that's kind of what I get from it. I quite like these lyrics, actually. They're more interesting than I expected, considering the safer approach of the songwriting. But yeah, pretty cool. Okay, those are my thoughts on Max Changmin's and Hyunwoo's Hybrid. Let me know what you thought of the song, and also if you'd like to suggest any more Gukasten content, maybe. I'd be definitely interested in checking out that group on this channel. And of course, I'm always interested to hear more of Max and TVXQ. Again, my name is Ohak Cade. I'm a composer. You can check out my original music with the band Valkata. I'll leave a link to that in the description below too. And be sure to become a member of this channel or a member of my Patreon if you'd like some guaranteed requests and influence the content. And that's it from me. Thank you so much and take care.